Hey everyone, this is GeoWill from VII Productions², and we're back to continue our Final Fantasy VII Let's Play walkthrough. It's been quite a while since I did any recording. I mean, quite a while. I don't even know how long it's been. It's been at least 3.5, 4 weeks, something like that. A lot of stuff went down end of February and beginning of March, and just starting to try to get back to any semblance of one, normality, and two, catching up with everything we need to catch up with. So if you hadn't seen the Facebook post, which is probably most of my YouTube people, because I don't think many of them are on Facebook, or if they are, they aren't following the page. But I decided that after the events that happened, that I was just going to shut down shop for a while, and then come back to recording and record a bunch of stuff end of March, like we are now, and then start uploading again in April, which is what we're going to start doing in April. Also postpone the Odyssean Void update till April as well, and that will also have another 3-month update interval for the next update to kind of rebalance everything. So, last time we were recording, I was going after the enemy skills, I believe. And that's what we're going to be doing tonight. I'm going to be recording for about an hour. And we'll see what we can get done in that time. So first I want to sit down so I can take a look at where we're at with our enemy skill material here. Alright, let's see. How about Frog? See, I want this Frog Song. This one has it. Frog Song has it. And has it. Alright. So, what I'm going to do real quick here is I'm going to go through and look at what enemy skills I have and what I still need. I'm going to remove them from my list here, and then I'll start recording again, and then we'll continue. Just so I'm not doing a lot of dead air here. Alright, so I've done all the checking and cross-referencing and all that. So what we still need are, you don't need them for all of them, but we need them for at least one other enemy skill materia. Level 4 Suicide, Magic Hammer, Angel Whisper, Dragon Force, Death Force, Laser, Bad Breath, Aqua Lung, Question Marks, Goblin Punch, Chocobuckle, Level 5, Death Sentence, Roulette, and Shadow Flare. Oh, jeez, that's a lot of mouthful. So now, for what we do have though on all of them, we have Frog Song, White Wind, Big Guard, Flamethrower, Matcha Magic, Beta, Trine. So Trine, Magic Breath, and Pandora. Well, Pandora's Box we do, but Trine and Magic Breath we don't. I don't think. I have it up there in there. I have it up there in the top list that I made because we cannot get those two anymore. So whoever has them has them. Whoever doesn't doesn't. So what we'll start with is going after the ones that are not in the crater, which is not very many of them, surprisingly. So, Goblin Punch, wait, let me check that. I know this one has, I thought we got it on all of them, so I'm surprised. Yes. Sid doesn't have Goblin Punch. Wow. Interesting. So we'll have to go get Sid to get it. Everything else really. So here's what's in the crater: Shadow Flare, Roulette, Level 5 Death, Laser, Dragon Force, Angel Whisper are all in crater. Actually, Bad Breath we can't get either because that's only in Gaia. Again, Gaia's close, so mark that one off as well. So Bad Breath, Trine, and Magic Breath you cannot get after that point, as far as I know. And you might be able to get it in the battle arena, but I'm not going to go do that just for enemy skills. So let's go ahead and get level 4 suicide. First, and then we'll also get Chocobuckle. Actually, down here already, so... actually it's up this way. Yeah. So first things first is make sure we don't have a Chocobo lure equipped. Oh, we do. Okay, so get rid of that. So we're after moves. So moves are the ones with level 4 suicide, and then we use that to get the Chocobuckle from level 16 Chocobos. Valorkians, whatever they're called. Levercon. Oh, that's kind of close. That was kind of close. I had the L right. Oh, the LV, I guess, right. LEV, rather. So I think I mentioned this before, I'm going to mention it again as far as what we're going to be doing now for the rest of the game. One, we're going to be getting the rest of the enemy skills that we can get, so we can have at least one maxed enemy skill materia. Then I need to max out every single frigging materia that I have again, because you have to have each master materia. And then you also have to have a full enemy skill, and one mastered version in your inventory of every materia. So you have to redo that again. May or may not take a while, who knows. I want to say it will take a little while because it took a while to do it in the first place, but it should be shorter because our characters are much stronger now, and you don't have to worry about, like, with bloody, what was it called, HP, MP exchange materia. For example, that'll be easier to deal with because my characters are a lot stronger than they were back then. That's like the only one, though, I think. We do have a lot of it that's already mastered. Only not a lot, but we have, like, some that's mastered already, so that'll be helpful. But yeah, it's kind of annoying. And it shouldn't take too long, really. I mean, the longest ones will be the special command materia and the summon materia. Everything else should be pretty quick. Especially now that I have Cloud's triple as well. So I'll have 2 triple weapons doing the growth stuff, so that'll help out immensely. Moves don't like to show themselves, do they? Yeah, Alpha Dunk. Wow. That's like a whole array of critical hits there. You pitiful, sorry morons give me so little gil in comparison to what I have. Like 19 million gil thanks to the movers, really. And I guess also the added all materia. I was gonna say added something, but so, you know, it's probably easy to find moves just to go find frickin' chocobos, and I can still do that chocobuckle skill because I have Cloud has, you know, level 4 suicide, so I can get hopefully 2 in 1 shot unless Musa are also level 4. I don't think they are though. So let's re-equip Sid. That Chocobo Lure. I actually think we should try for a lower level Chocobo Lure, otherwise you get really high level Chocobos that won't have much. Won't really have a chance of getting the worst ones that have the stuff we want. I gotta find that thing first. There we go. I don't know, it's the first one I found, so we'll try it and see what happens. First one will be Chocobo. One we need. It'll be funny. Nope. I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna fight. There's no benefit to fighting these battles. What are we going after? Just looking for a specific Chocobo to. Actually, now there is a reason to, I guess. Just to get the kill, I guess. Even though it's pitiful. I mean, it would be a lot worse without the Gil Plus material, which I think I have Cloud equipped with right now. Or do I have anybody equipped with it? I guess I don't. So I'll go ahead and put that on. That would be a good thing to use right now. If we're going to be doing a bunch of fighting, might as well. That's the non-master versus master. There we go. If we're going to be out here battling a bunch anyway, why not make some money off it? So wait for the Chocobo to do its thing here. And whack the Levicrons. Works. Yup. Sid made shish kebab out of that thing. Ostrich-sized shish kebab. See, I could double the gold I was getting, the gil I was getting, at least. I was getting like 2.5 something, now it's like 5 something. Moves, show yourself. Razorgrass Chocobo. It's just so much total overkill, especially Cloud. His criticals. I mean, it literally probably could have killed 100 of those guys with that one attack just now that Cloud did. I mean, quite literally. These guys are so weak. These massive hits are just wasteful, really. Dang it. Not bringing up the right ones. I guess we just gotta keep fighting till we find one. Big on Chocobo. Chocobo seemingly is not just not having any of it or leaving or anything. Weird. Should have left by now. There we go, finally. $5.12. You must get 256 gold from those guys. Gil, I keep saying gold. It says G, so I mean, what the heck. Could be gold. Gil might be made out of gold, so you never know. I don't know if anybody really knows what Gil is. What the Gil is. Friggin' razor grass again. What I don't get is why we can't just run. Oh, there we go. Finally. Let's switch over to another set of tracks. That might be the problem. Sometimes the specific set of tracks doesn't have a very good chance of giving you what you're looking for. It'd be funny if I just switched over here. First one was moves. No, those two razor weeds or whatever those things are called. Yeah, again, same combo. I think my chocobo lure is too powerful. It's not allowing me to get the crappy chocobos. Should try a weaker one if I have one. Or to buy a weaker one if I don't have one. Oh, I gotta have a chocobo lure here somewhere. Oh, there we go. Yes. Weaklings, perfect. That's what we needed. Ones that will not be as effective, at least in my estimation. You can't really tell because it doesn't tell you what the difference is between the various ranks on those. So you don't know like exactly how much more likely you are to find better chocobos per rank. It's like there's a lot of those more kind of independent-y enemy material, almost enemy skills. Because they don't tell you like what you get, like speed plus, magic plus, whatever, gale plus. At least as far as I know, it doesn't tell you. Man, what the heck? Did we kill all the moves or something? I ended up getting into a fight off of the tracks. Dang. I think we killed off all the moves already. There's none over here anymore. That would suck so much if in an RPG game with like there's an enemy that only spawns in a place a certain number of times, and once you kill it that number of times, it's like, you know, either doesn't spawn very much or at all. Nice. I mean, could you imagine what you would do with that amount of gil early on in the game and maybe like set for life for potions and whatnot? So you're getting 1,000 gil per battle. That's why I can't get the gil plus right off the bat. I'm just gonna use level 4 suicide on it and see what happens. Who knows, maybe we'll get lucky. Nope. It's not a trick, it was gonna go all crazy. I guess not, because we didn't actually do any damage to it. So... once again, there's some moves, good. So now... well, first let's get rid of that guy. "2016, hey, what do you know?" Oh, come on, seriously? So we gotta wait for it to use. I wonder if we couldn't use it, period, or just didn't affect it that time. Usually when it says couldn't manipulate means that you can't manipulate it. Well, just say could, not can't. That's true. If you can't manipulate it at all, it'll say can't manipulate, I think. Okay, there we go. Never mind. Didn't have to. So that should go... yeah, there we go. Everybody else got it. I guess we can't manipulate them. We already have it. It's not going to help us. Just going to get rid of them. Now we need to find a chocobo with moves. So those are the level 16 chocobos we need to use level 4 suicide on. So we can check level 4 suicide off the list. Now we just need to get bloody chocobo with moves. Friggin' ground squirrels. Actually, more like prairie dogs, I guess. Maybe. I think maybe not prairie dogs, because then they'd be like, you know, carry the bubonic plague and other kinds of nasty stuff. And since most of the continent hasn't died from the bubonic plague in this game, it's a fair bit to say they don't have it. So I guess they're ground. Well, ground squirrels have it. Can have it too. By the time I find one of these friggin' moo chocobos, our new enemy skill material, or rather new chocobo lure material is gonna be like rank 2 or something. It'll take that long to find it. But they certainly aren't making too much headway in escaping. I think it's funny, like you go to escape and they just stand there running. It's like, what the heck? Video game logic, I guess. Also getting ready to start my Magic the Gathering series. First I had to go through and deal with all my cards and catalog them and whatnot, but making progress on that. Gotten through 3 boxes, well 3.5 boxes so far out of I don't know how many. 15, 16, 17, somewhere in there. I've ordered some stuff for... ordered part of what I want to do for the first couple of episodes. Got a Odyssey booster box. One of the last 2 that Cool Stuff Inc. had. I'm also going to be getting a Prophecy box. I'll be opening up those 2 for the first episode, and then I got some Born of the Gods boxes for later on. I was contemplating for half a second getting like a unlimited or even beta box, but those things are, one, you can't get them anywhere, and two, even if you could, they're like, you know, 15K for one of them because they're so expensive. So rare and can give you some pretty good cards, pretty valuable cards. So nothing really kind of crazy like that. I may get a few Masters boxes, and maybe if I can find them at some of the what's it called? I don't know what block it's from. It's like the feature site that, you know, the whatever set feature site is from. Getting a box or two of those if I can find them. They're actually kind of hard to find, and probably a good reason too, because the cards in those sets are pretty valuable. I have one card, a foil rare, that's worth like $100 and something bucks out of that set, so it's a pretty valuable set. So how this is going to work though is, what I'll do is I'll go through and kind of show off. I won't go like through each individual box, but I'll like go through all the folders that I have you know, like all the set cards in them. Well, not all the set cards, but the ones that I have for the quote-unquote collection. And then also kind of highlight some of the more rare cards, or either rare, valuable, or interesting cards that I have. And I'll make up like the first half of the first episode, and then we'll do the either Prophecy or Odyssey booster box for the second part of it. Then the Prophecy or Odyssey box, depending on which one I don't open, is going to be the one for the second episode. Along with the one of the Born of the Gods. And what I'll do is I'll do like essentially an episode every month or so. It won't be like a weekly thing, it'll be a monthly thing where I'll get a box or two every month and open them. Or maybe get a box or two and open one of them, and then like kind of build up an inventory of boxes that we can open up later on. It's like a backlog or something, if you will. I'm going to be trying to get a box every month. God, finding the proper chocobo is like pulling frigging teeth out, apparently. Maybe I should go with the higher level. Well, this isn't one of the ones you want, though, I don't think. This chocobo. I think it's a good chocobo. It's not like a... I think the one you want here is like a great chocobo or something. I mean, I did go through this with that higher level lure for a while and didn't find it either, so... I don't know, it's just a matter of... And that's crazy, I was on top of the... Huh. Actually, let's go and attack him straight. Guess that's why the effect of having a lower level lure is that you don't get a chocobo battle every time, even when you're on the tracks. The one set you won't see me buying any booster boxes for is Comic-Con. Well, maybe Champions, but not for Saviors or Betrayers. Because I just totally owned that set when it originally came out and bought tons of Saviors and Betrayers boxes. In fact, actually I think mostly Betrayers boxes. So I actually have most of the cards from that set, but the opposite side of that is that I have like 4,000 cards or something from that set. I'm not really sure. Not that much. Well, I'll say 2,500. So I have 2 full boxes and one quarter or 1/2 of